the public lecturing that I have done with you. Today, I think I should appreciate once again for giving me this opportunity that I can do another public lecturing. And more on what we're about to discuss today, it's about Malawi, like I said earlier on, they have got their own what we call Vision 2063. And under Vision 2063, there are certain things that are supposed to be looked into before we reach 2063. Like, for example, work environment, education, agriculture, health sector, and the road, and also infrastructure. And much, much more. My topic, it's about by 2063, how exactly do we want companies or organizations to treat their own employees in terms of ethical issues or ethical conducts? So my topic is an evaluation on the effects of employees' ethical conducts to organization performance. How can ethical conducts, the way how you treat the employees, how can they affect their employees' performance? For example, if you have got a good working environment, you treat your employees very well, you support them, you motivate them, you give them their support, you give them support which is both financial and non-financial support. What will be the return or the result? For sure, the performance of the organization is going to go in the sense of high productivity. Employees will be motivated. They will work extra hard. They will also make sure that absenteeism, they are not absent from work, they are coming from work. So level of absenteeism is going to be very low. And apart from that, they will work extra hard. That will cause or lead the company or the organization to make extra revenue or to make profit maximization. So I was just doing a certain research on what I've said. If you are treating the employees very well, what will happen? And if you don't treat employees very well, they become demotivated. So what are the issues that we talk when you are saying that you are not treating your employees very well? Issues like if the employees are not, they are treated very bad at an institution, you are not giving them their salaries, you are also making sure that when they are absent or when they are sick, you are maybe trying to, cut their salaries. So these are some of the ethical issues. So on introduction, when you are saying the author talks about ethical in an organization as an influence, it has got an influence on the organization achieve their own objective. So like in 2011, Lose explained in the sense of code of conduct that are supposed to be done by the employees in order to achieve the return or the outcome. So like in this research I was doing, then that time I think I was working as a customer relationship manager, and I was checking the way how if you treat well the employees, you give them whatever they want in their life, they also treat the customers very well in terms of customer care, customer etiquette, handling customers in a nice way. They smile they smile to the customers, they greet the customers, they make sure that the customers are happy because you have created an environment which is good to them. So if you treat them badly, they also treat very bad the customers. And apart from that, if you don't treat them well, what will happen? You have low productivity, there will be more corruption, there will be some, incompetence that will happen. and also there'll be some illegal issues, and at the end there'll be the decrease of profitability of the organization, of the nation. So these are the issues that companies, organizations, and human resource department, operations management, the CEO, they need to check and monitor the way how they are treating their employees in terms of ethicals. And apart from that, this also help the reputation which um, um, people will be talking about that companies. There is a theory which was done by McGregor. We have got human relational theories and the scientific theories. So it's McGregor talks about theory X and the theory Y. He was talking about the employees. You're supposed to treat them, motivate them, you treat them well, and the performance and the way how they're going to treat their colleagues and also the customers is going to improve. Then that was theory. Use carrot theory X. Then theory Y talks about the punishment that was supposed to give to the employees or subordinate when they've done a mistake. Punishment are supposed to be there, but we need to do them in a good way, because, if you handle them in a bad way, I think if they can also affect the employees. So I was trying to question about the problem that I observed when I was doing that research, that no, I think it's high time that companies and organizations, they make sure that the employees, human beings, they feel well, to work well on a place or the environment which is good. They're treating them well. They've created a good environment. They're receiving good salaries. They've got their senior managers are, they're treating them well. They've got other non-financial incentives. This can gain the company in the sense of improving their productivity and also the profit return. Now, on innovation, on how companies and organizations should make sure that they are handling employees on an ethical, is an issue of trying to bring some innovations in the companies on new built infrastructures. Like, for example, when old system in most of the companies and organizations, they were using when employees are coming, they are using hard books to sign in their names and to sign out their names. And now innovation has come, technologies has come. Under PST, we talk about political, economic, social, technological. Under technological, we talk about issues of using the biometric, the co-joining of ERP system, whereby our employees are not supposed to be signing the box, but they're supposed to go and sign in the biometric and also sign out in the biometric when they're knocking off. I think this will help in the sense of we are changing the history of the employees and also companies in terms of improving the innovation and also the performance of following the ethical of the the employees. And apart from that, employees also companies under ethical conduct, they are bringing innovations in how best they can meet or reach or serve the customers. For example, like some companies on how we can serve the customers, like customers can check their bills, water bills or electricity bill on the phone, mobile app. They can send their queries on phones. You can buy airtime. You can pay your school fees. These are some of the things also, like DMI is supposed to adopt this technology whereby students can pay their fees not only enter into a bank and bring the deposit slip, they can also transfer online, because these are some of the innovations that are coming in 21st century, whereby organizations that suppose they are supposed to cope in, because under ethics, we find out accounts department and finance department, they are overwhelmed during exams because they have got so many students that are supposed to settle their bills, balances before they write their exams. And you find someone is working even during the lunchtime. But if you bring such kind of innovations, I think it will also, try to reduce amount of time that is being taken by the employee. And apart from that, we are very happy on some of the innovation that DMI has brought in. Issues like we are now using biometrics, or we are, when you are signing in, when you are coming, and also when you are when you are going. So on the theoretical framework on ethical, there are some people who wrote about what can we say when we're talking about ethical consideration or ethical. We are talking about ethical consideration. These are issues about good character. Good characters that everybody's supposed to show at work. Like, for example, they're not supposed to come at work when they are drunk, or they're not supposed to come at work drinking, smoking cigarette. And these are some of the things that we, the lectures, we always emphasize that to the students, that during class time, students are not supposed to do certain immoral, ethical, climate issues that can affect their reasoning when they're working or when they're doing their studies. So they're not supposed to come under the jurisdiction of beer or smoking. And apart from that, under theoretical on virtual ethics, we are talking about issues about integrity, employees that are integrated, honestly when they're working, and also they are so accountable. There is an accountability in whatever that they're doing. So if companies and organizations during the recruitment and selection process, they are taking people that they are following that category, whereby in the sense of you are recruiting people that they are not coming in at work when they're drunk, when they're smoke. Okay, they are honest, they are integrity, they are accountability. What will happen to that organization? For sure, their objective, vision, goals are going to achieved. And apart from that, there will also be so many things that will be achieved. Now, there are some, when I was doing that research, what I did in terms of, I was combining on how to interpret my data using qualitative and quantitative, and also the population of that company was 110 employees, which we are saying, I think we need to make sure that companies should treat their employees in a good way, and employees, they should also make sure that they are treating the company in a good way. So it's both ways. For example, what is an expectation from the company? What is it that they're supposed to do? So companies are supposed to give salaries to their employees in good time. Whatever benefit that are available. Some companies, depending on the position, they receive fuel, bonuses, issues about cars, a house. They're supposed to give them. This will lead into employees to be motivated to do more and more. What are the employees supposed to do in return? If you are being handled in this way, they're treating you well, what is it that's supposed to be done? So these are the things that are supposed to be done to you as an employee. You make sure that you go to work in time, always early in time. You make sure that when you're working, you are honest, you are a hardworking person, transparency, and also accountability. Now, apart from these ethical issues that we are discussing between employer and employee, what an employee is supposed to do and what an employer should supposed to do, because at the end, there will be financial performance that will go, operation efficiency will go up, organization effectiveness will go. And with this will assist the company to keep on making profits. Now, apart from talking about the company, the organization, the employer, and the employee, let me also talk about what are some of the stakeholders relationship that we should make sure that when you are handling them companies like DMI, they have got also DMI investors, but also their own stakeholders. Our stakeholders are like customers. Our customers are students, parents. How do we treat them? How do we handle them? We have got also other bodies that they come and they try to regulate to us. So we have got also some suppliers. Those suppliers that they supply like under infrastructure when we're making a new building, tiles, island sheets, etc., etc. We talk about accounting that go down suppliers, finance that go down suppliers, library. You talk about management, sisters, lectures. They also have their own and the community at large. DMI is in the middle of so there has to be a trust collaboration of making sure that all these stakeholders we are living in a harmonious environment by following up ethical. You know, like where TMI, this where we are at a our new land. It's a place whereby you find out we are in a community, close, very close to a community. Now, to that community, we are supposed to treat them very well because how can we treat them very well? To make sure that the people that we stay together with them, we are living in a harmonious environment. So that's the way how we can treat the community. On top of the community, it's about we have got also the government that they also look at to us. Now, when I was doing this research, balancing up issues about the employer and the employee and the stakeholders, the community, what is it that I'm expecting at the end? I'm expecting that if ethical conducts are being followed in whatever way that I've said, it will assist in this way. There will be an improve in terms of employee satisfaction. Employee will be satisfied. At the end, you will no longer see many employees coming in, coming out. No, there will be what is called employee retention. You keep them. Some they may start working there, ending there. You can keep them 40 years because they're happy where they're working. The other one, it will reduce issues about ethical violation and misconduct. Issues about misconduct of unethical practices, like, for example, issues about fraud, corruption, and any other unethical behaviors will be reduced. Other one, there'll be when you are following what is called ethical, you are following compliance to what is called regularity standards. Regularity standards in the sense of you are supposed to follow and mitigate on issues about legal and regulatory risk. That if you don't treat employees well, my Congress of Trade Union, trade unions, you can be sued. If you also an employee, you are stealing at work, you're not honest, the employer can also, can lead you off. So these are some of the things that expectations on the findings. The other one is about employee productivity. There'll be more productivity and also innovation because there is hardworking, there is engagement of employees, there is creativity, there is issues about contribution, high levels, the morale is very high. This will lead the organization to succeed, and also themselves, there will be high productivity. So these are some of the things that I looked into and find out on my research on if you treat employees well, what will happen? And if you don't treat them well, what will also happen? If the employees are treating well the employers, what will happen? If you are living in a harmonious way with the community, what also happen? So that was my simple presentation. Thank you so much. Let me allow at this stage, if you've got any observation. Hello?
Hello?
You are able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah,
For our
so if you
participant, for our participant, if you have any question for the speaker, please add it to the chat or you can raise your hand. We will wait until 3 minutes, yes, sir. Just a moment. Thank you. Yeah, we have question from Mr. Abdul Shah. Already read in the room chat. This is visible from your side or not?
Okay, the question is how does organization, can you read me the question again?
Oh, yeah. How does an organization ethical culture influence employee behavior, and what measurable impact does this have on overall organizational performance? Thank you.
Okay, there's a coordination. When we're talking about organization ethical consideration, we're talking about the treatment, how you treat your employees. If you treat your employees bad, you beat them, you talk abusive words to them, you shout at them on simple issues, you don't want to talk with them in a harmonious way, you are using what is called brutal, violent. That can cause the employee not to be very hardworking, they are sad, they're unhappy, and result they will not put their effort on the work. And if you are treating them well, what will happen? They'll put the effort much in that work, and that will lead the organization to have a good reputation outside. Many people will say, okay, if you go to this country, if you go to this company, they treat employees well. So you have got a good reputation outside. I think I've responded to that question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then the second question from Ms. Kinan. What methodology are commonly used to evaluate the impact of employee ethical conduct on organizational performance, and what key metrics should be considered? Thank you.
Can you
Okay.
try to
Yeah.
read again the question?
What method Okay. What methodology are commonly used to evaluate the effect of employee ethical conduct on organizational performance, and what key metrics should be considered? Thank you.
The method that are supposed to be used by organization, it's following up what are called the policies. Like HR department are supposed to follow employee good policies. So they make sure that when they are doing recruitment and selection, they are recruiting people that are not supposed to bring in unethical issues. For example, issues about people that they're coming to work while they're drinking, people that they want to steal, people that they're smoking during working hours, people that are not honest, transparency, and accountability. They are not supposed to be employed. But when you have employed people there, it is the responsibility of HR to follow ethical consideration by following up HR policy, by making sure that the employees have got good working environment and they are working hard, and also the company is giving all the tools to assist the employees to work hard. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And then we have two questions again from student. And first, we have question from Stratama. Can you provide example of organizational where ethical conduct among employees has directly contribute to significant improvement in performance outcome? Thank you.
Okay, I'll give you an example from a certain organization where I was working in water utility. Before I joined DMI University 8 years ago, 9 years ago, it was about the organization, they provide water to the people of Lilongwe City. So I was a manager there on marketing and customer relations. So you interface with the customers. So those people that were in the front line that they were facing with the customers, if you shout at them, you don't treat them well, what will happen? They've got an issue in their heart, in their mind. They want to raise or to release that. Unfortunately, they will release that anger to wrong people. And those wrong people are stakeholders. And that example of that stakeholder are customers. So, in marketing, we always say that a customer is a queen or a king. End result, you end up shouting at the customer. What will happen to a customer? A customer will stop buying your product or your service. So these are some of the results of the company that I work. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And then the last question from Mr. Amin Tohari. What are the effects of financial difficulty to the academic or performance? Thank you.
That one, I think you can repeat it. What are they?
What are the effects of financial difficulty to the academic or performance? Thank you.
The effect is even on the academic. Lectures are supposed also to follow some ethicals, and also some students are supposed to follow some ethicals. Like, for example, I gave an example about students are not supposed to come late at attending classes. If they come late, they're supposed to receive some punishment. They're not supposed to be in class when they've taken beer or smoking. These are not ethical and academic. The same also applies to a lecturer or a tutor. It's not supposed to go in class lecturing or delivering his or her classes while he has been to sleep with beer or smoking. These are not supposed to be done during work hours. During the class, our lecture is supposed to go in time, not on time. If these things are not followed up, the performance can go down or can go up, whatever the case. If you're following ethical, the performance of the students, even the company, the organization, the university will go up. If lectures, professors are not following up ethicals, the company, the university will go down. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for your answering. I think it's very clear answer from Professor Ra. Okay, before I close this event, for all participants, please open your camera. I will take a picture on the count of three. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your keen cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of visiting lecture today. We would like to thank you for today for the wonderful information and sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for all participants. At least we hope to have more collaboration in the future with them as students about this University in Malawi. The visiting lecture for today and here. We hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate.